The girls are trapped at the top of the 600-meter-high tower. Beck is the first to start descending, but seconds later the ladder comes loose from the tube, leaving Beck hanging on the rope, while Hunter holds on from above to keep from falling with her. Hunter starts pulling on the rope and after much effort manages to pull her friend up. They both celebrate, however, when they look and see that the entire ladder of the last section has fallen. They become worried. They want to call emergency services, but there is no signal. They find a flare and binoculars in a small box on the platform, and then they see that the backpack has gotten stuck in the antenna that is in the middle of the last section. At that moment, they realize that Beck's leg was injured in the fall, so Hunter helps to bandage it, but now they have to think about how they will get down from the tower. The first thing they think is that the fall of the ladder made a lot of noise, so people must have heard and called emergency services, so they wait for hours. Help never arrives, and that option is ruled out. The girls remember that they had a signal at the base of the tower, but they don't know exactly how high up. They think it was only up there because the antenna signal could interfere with cell phones, so they decide to lower the cell phone with a rope as far as they can to see if it can find a signal and send the message they had prepared. They lowered the cell phone with the rope, but nothing happened. Hunter hung on to... However, even so, the effort is in vain. The plan doesn't work. Now the girls plan to throw the cell phone to the ground so that it doesn't break. They put it inside Hunter's sneaker and wrap it in her bra too. Then, they drop the phone and hear it hit the ground. They can't see if it got there well from that distance, so they wait again for hours and hours. Finally, they see a man walking on the base with his dog and they shout to get his attention, but the man doesn't hear them. Beck throws his shoes. Even the man ignores them and continues on his way. Beck was going to fire the flare, and Hunter says that it's not a good idea because he saw that the guy is heading towards a trailer where there are other people and they apparently stayed there at night. So they both decide to wait until it gets dark so that the flare will be easier to see. They fired the flare at night. The guys come and start heading towards the tower. The girls are happy because they think they will be saved, but they won't. The men instead drive up to Hunter's car and steal it, leaving both girls deeply disappointed. At one point, Beck notices a tattoo on Hunter's foot with the number 143, which was her husband's lucky number. Beck is surprised and Hunter confesses that she and Dan had been having an affair for 4 months. She was devastated to learn of their betrayal. The next day, Hunter has a new idea. Go to the antenna to retrieve the backpack containing the drone and water bottles. It's a good idea, Beck says, and he lets the unfaithful one down. Hunter climbs down to the end of the rope, which is a few meters from the antenna. It swings and lets go, managing to fall onto the antenna. He retrieves his backpack, but the question is, how will he climb back up?